Welcome to the FormFox Breath Alcohol Test User Training module. This training is designed to help users understand the basics of using FormFox for a non-DOT breath alcohol test with the FormFox system and assumes the user has some working knowledge of the testing process. For this example, we will assume that the test has been pre-ordered, and we will begin by tapping the orange-colored link, Authorization Barcode. After tapping the Authorization Barcode button, you will be brought to a page where you can scan the donor's authorization barcode. To do this, tap Scan Barcode. Once the barcode has been scanned, tap the Search button. You will see any tests that match the authorization barcode that you scanned. Please note that if the donor is scheduled for both a drug and alcohol test using the same authorization barcode number, that both events will appear. The next step is to tap the donor name next to the test type. On the next screen, the first step is to select whether this is a DOT-regulated alcohol test or if it is a non-regulated alcohol test. We will choose non-regulated alcohol test. Since this was a pre-ordered event, the demographic information of the donor is already filled in. Please double-check this information and make sure that it is correct. The next step is to verify the donor. Please select the method that you use. For this example, we will use Photo ID. The next step of the process is to capture the donor signature. You do this by clicking on the button Capture Donor Signature. Have the donor sign the iPad and then tap on Accept Signature. If the donor refuses to sign, tap the Donor Refuses to Sign button. This will take you to another page. The first step is to set the current status of this collection by using the drop-down menu. If the donor refuses to sign in step 2, select that as the status. This will autofill the remarks section. Tapping the next button will end this collection. The next screen will ask you to choose whether the test is a breath test or a saliva test. We will choose breath for this example. Next, you will need to choose a test device using the drop-down menu. For this example, we will select an Alco Sensor Evidential Breath Tester. Please have the donor submit a sample into the device according to your collector training procedures. Make note of the reading date and time. Please be certain and enter the time in military time. Once you have entered these values, you will need to enter the test number and the screen level, which you will find on the printed results from your breath alcohol device. Depending on the screen test level, you may be asked to perform a confirmation test. If the result is greater than the employer's designated cutoff point, you will see red text appear that says, "This sample has screened positive. A confirmation test is required." The confirmation test section of the wizard will appear below the red text with instructions for the collector to follow. Once the allotted time has passed, please select the test device, have the donor provide the specimen, record the date, time, test number, and enter the confirmation level. Tap the Submit Confirmation button. If the confirmation is positive, the donor will have to provide a second signature. In this case, the ATF must be printed and faxed to the ordering party with the result printouts from the device affixed with the tamper-evident tape. The next step is to capture the technician's signature. Once the technician has signed, you have the option to print the report. To do this, tap the Print Report button. You can then tap Print in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. You can also print the ATF by tapping the Print ATF button. On the ATF form, there are boxes where you can affix the screen results and the confirmation results. The final step of the testing event is to tap the Finish button. This concludes this training module. Thank you for your attention.